Check 1 2. Okay, great. Hey guys. I don't have an intro very well. I just kind of wanted to give this a little minute. Let me go ahead and transition over. Time and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot I turned off the frame. That's probably okay. All right, guys. So hey, if you're wondering what's going on, I have decided to change up my plans a little bit for today. Let me make sure my microphone's working. Yes, and I'm gonna lower the Spotify just a bit. So hey, I am about to play some Kerbal Space Program, or at least learn a little bit more to play some Kerbal Space Program. Maybe for like 30 minutes to an hour. There's some things I want to try to do and learn, and then after that, I think I'm gonna spend like 30 minutes to 45 minutes trying to work on adding another 1,000 words to the story I've been writing, and kind of go from there. So if y'all are here looking for some place to chill out while I'm doing things like this, welcome to the ride, and just chill out. That's all I'm sort of aiming for here ultimately. Yay, the birds. So actually what I want to take a look at is the rocket that I built earlier, which was probably this one. Yeah, we built a rocket to kind of try to get up into orbit as cheaply as possible. We were pretty close, honestly. It's not a perfect exact science, but it did do a lot of the work. And it probably would do better if I had boosters on it. So knowing that I've got some of this already to a degree like set up, I'm kind of wanting to see what else I can do to just kind of improve upon what I've got going on here. I also realized that there's this thing here, a service bay, which I've not used before, and I watched some YouTube videos to try and like improve myself, and I saw a way that it was being used. I was like, oh, that's such genius. Why didn't I think of that before? But oh well. So I think at this point, the next stage is going to be, there's a couple of things I want to do. I want to try to work on this rocket so that it can get to the moon, and get some science there. And I also want to, at some point, go back and work on an actual, like, plane. And, like, a little bit of a ground vehicle to go around and pick up some science in the base. And then an actual, like, aircraft that can go to other places on Kerbal that can get some extra sciences. Excuse me. I'm not sure how much that's gonna work, but I took some time to try and learn, and it's gonna be my goal. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so where do I want to start off with? I kind of have so much science already. I just kind of want to work on getting the cool stuff done and get like this bad boy into orbit and everything, and maybe do a flyby of the moon too. That would be nice. Go ahead and open this up, because that's going to be really, really helpful and really, really cool. Okay, now in order to get this far, batteries are necessary. Do we have batteries? We'd have some. They are rechargeable, but it's not really going to be super helpful at this time. So I think just making sure I see everything that I have here. Should do pretty well though. Alright, so what is this? You are this rocket here. Ah, yes, I see. Let's get us to the moon, which might need a little bit of extra gas in this, which is fine. that was something that taught me a trick that basically, if I limited the thrust and get off of there, it'll take it away. Yep. And that's just so I can start making calculations that make sense. Okay. I also got myself a little bit of a cheat sheet to look at and see what numbers I need to like go from one planet to another, so I'm just trying to make sure I do all that right the first time. Honestly, I'm surprised that I was able to make it as far as I did. I'm kind of curious if I can try again and do a little bit better, but I feel like it's really surprising that I got there. Or that I got as close as I did to a full orbit. Probably like one of my problems was that I wasn't being very efficient with it, but I'm going to try to do better. We'll see. Alright. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to exit this for a minute. Save and continue. I want to go to the research and see how we're doing with everything that I've got. I've got archives. And I've got stuff in high orbit, in space low, and in space high orbit too. So we've gotten pretty far. We just haven't gotten to the moon, really, to do the other cool stuff. So I don't need to do, unless I orbit around the moon, which is probably where I'm going to aim for. Okay, so I've got some ideas. You know, in order to do stable orbit around the moon, I do want a little bit more power, more fuel. Otherwise I'm going to be in trouble on the way. This way I can try to work on getting an orbit. Alright, so let me take a look. That's... it's actually not supposed to be enough. Especially since I need to consider coming back too. Alright, so... although I guess I can consider this part of the vehicle that gets me both the rest of the way and... Okay. Alright. I'm gonna add boosters to this to try and help myself out. Oh, actually, let's do it this way. If I just keep it simple. Where I've got... I would rather do... I like 3, actually. 3's been... kept things a little simple for me. Put some rockets on here. That's not bad. Now, something I did learn. I use this tool to move, and I click on this, and then I just kind of drag things down a bit. Yeah, that's it. Love it. I mean, I need to get you off the ground, basically, but still love it. Let me get you moved up a little bit. Perfect. Ah. I can move you down further. Alright. Okay. Make sure I've got my OBS showing up correctly as well so that I can see things as they go. Also make sure that I'm speaking into my microphone. Okay, so this is pretty good. Well, that's excellent. Put you down. Alright, great. So that should not get us out of the actually shouldn't work at all, so it probably won't, but I could lower the power a bit just to make sure I get that ratio that I want. Actually, that's pretty good. And I'll just, yeah, we can go from there. So that's a good ratio. That's a, yeah, that thrust to weight ratio, that should do pretty nicely. And then what's the next thing? We have the, is this working right? More or less. Make sure you've got this, and we need to make sure you've got this, and that's it. Alright. Alright, theoretically this also shouldn't work. But I can easily fix this. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna add an extra rocket. and just kind of go with 4. Actually, like 3 a bit more, but I can go with this. Let me just lower you a bit more. Alright, just snap on or something. Hey. That's better. That also is better. Much better. Okay, great. Bit closer to what we're trying to get to. Can limit it a bit further now too. Oh, that's actually excellent. Alright. So this day it does it. This breaks off as this launches. This breaks off as this launches. And we might do okay. Let's take a look. Gotta give this a try somehow. So do I want to try and do sciences around the moon? I want to do orbiting and I want to do high space. So yeah, although I have the experimental storage, so it should let me reset things if I put a scientist in there, which I might as well do. There's no reason not to if they're all leveled up like this. Normally I probably wouldn't, but with what we got right now it'll work just fine. Okay, so one more thing I'll probably want to do. I don't have these yet, darn. Well, then I guess I'm just gonna have to hope this will give me enough control to do what I want to do. And we'll see how that turns out. Okay, let's add some science. So, can I rotate you? That's it, better. And I don't want 8, or I actually want 2 of you. So we're gonna do 2. Excellent. Learning all the tricks, or at least I'm playing with all the tricks. Oh, Lilith. Hi, Lilith. Hi, Lilith. I hope you're being good. Welcome to the stream. Sorry it took me a minute to see you. Takes me a minute all the time to see you, but hope you're being good. Well, I'm building rockets. Can you tell? Take this out. Don't need this. Let's see, that doesn't need to be here either. I'm gonna put this away too. Alright. Alright, now I wanted to do some cool stuff that I could do with this. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. This will be fine. I want this to be that. Yes, excellent. Oh no, I don't want that to be that. You do it at the same time. I would like you to actually separate. No, I did not want it. Oh, okay. I might need to try doing this separate. What? Oh. Got that. There's a button for that. Alright, let me put you here, and then I will make another one. No, put you here when it cooperates. There we go. Much better. Okay, this should now be separate, which is the whole problem in the first place. And oh, was there an alt button? I could do that? Yeah. Learning all the fast stuff. And alt. Excellent. Okay. Now, this should work. But That's what I've said before, so let's actually figure things out. Excellent. Alright. Observe. Then a log. Then log. This will also do that. Excellent, I like that. And this will also do that. This will do this one. Left one. And then log temperature. Alright. I like that. That a lot. Who's my pilot? My pilot is not going to be Jebediah. I want to be my scientist. Alright. We toggled this. Let's go ahead and close you. Let's zoom out. So, I've got about 3,200, I think it's called either Delta, I think it's called Delta. And that shouldn't be enough to get me out of the atmosphere. Well, I mean, that should be enough to get me out of the atmosphere. It shouldn't be enough to get me into orbit, but I might be finding out soon. Sort of depends on if I do things correctly. And if I only get a little bit of science out of this, it's still kind of worth the effort at the end of the day. These guys are sticking out a little bit. Let me fix this. Very easy to fix, I think. And then it probably won't break anything. Nope. It's a bit better. I close it now. Alright, that looks much nicer. But a little bit of aesthetics. Just a tiny bit. Alright. I kind of want to experiment. See if it works. Moon attempt. Already saved it, but whatever. Alright. Let's see how a launch goes, huh? I'm gonna do the control. Something very interesting I saw from what I was learning is that everything that I was learning about, like, where do you turn and when do you turn, the videos I went through made it clear that, like, the most efficient way to do it is if you're doing gradually, not if you're forcing the issue. So I'm kind of going to see if that works well and it kind of works in my favor. So that's all I need. Let's try it. He suggested not pitching until we got to about 50, which I think this is a good time to start turning just slightly. Saying that it's trying to rotate. I don't like that. I know what's happening. It's very struggling, isn't it? Well, you know what? That's fine. Let's revert flight to vehicle assembly. Kind of know what the issue is, and we've got some science to try and fix some of that. I realized very early on that I didn't put a lot of maneuvering stuff on there, and it basically doesn't come into effect until you start dealing with very heavier machinery, which is what I've got now. I've got a heavy rocket and need some help to really take off right. So don't need this. Oh, I probably will need that soon, but we can wait. That's fine. I forgot we can do rockets like that. That's probably an idea for... That's something that I really need to remember for other missions, but not right now. Alright, so we put something on there. I don't want to like, the better way for me to learn is to use the least amount of stuff. So I'm going to try to use the least amount of stuff. We've got this open. Let me go ahead and put you in there, because this was like... I thought that was an amazing spot to put that. I'm, like, flabbergasted. It's a great spot. There might be a problem with power, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how we'll deal with that. This can probably sink together. Its face, but whatever. Not too big a deal. Uh-huh. That's not what I meant. Let's see if that broke anything. It probably did. No. Okay, we're still supposedly okay. Bet we'll find out. Alright, close this. And let's replace this with some fins that'll actually let me turn. Make sure they're on every rocket. Okay. This should actually give me a lot more. I'm expecting it to give me a lot more turn and control. But you can't find out until you test it, so let's see if I'm correct. Same deal as last time. Alright. Turn. Ooh, actually, he's doing it pretty well. Maybe a little too well. Come on. Come on. Okay. Alright. I figured out how to read my heading a little bit better too. So I know how to try to make sure I'm heading in the more or less direct direction. It's pretty hard to make sure you're going on it with a rocket, but here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That looks pretty good. And I'm just kind of letting it gradually get to that 45-degree angle on its own, just kind of letting the weight of the rocket do its thing. Is it? Yeah. Let me just rock it out further. Let's take a look at the map. Oh yeah, the apple axis. I like the idea of keeping it a certain distance from me because that makes sense. It's the most efficient if you know when if you're able to control it when you're gonna have that huge burst to open up the orbit. This is already looking great, actually. Question is, can I get into orbit? And will I have enough fuel to do the rest of it? Alright, I think 80 is pretty good. I know how to add a maneuver, thankfully, so we're gonna do this. A little bit further. Nope, I need the periapsis to be above the atmosphere. That'll mostly do. Oh, does not want to. Well, just have to deal with it. Why don't you go ahead and aim for me, actually? Have that capability. Burn time is... oh, we're already there. We better go ahead and launch it. So we're cutting it a little close. With timing, probably with fuel. This is gonna run out of fuel soon. And then we're off. Actually, looking at all this, we might actually be able to make it. Well, we'll be able to get to orbit. It's the moon that I'm not sure about. Well, let's see how much fuel I have by the time I get this to... Ooh, this isn't even gonna make it. Alright, we're gonna have to revert. Kind of have to start things a little bit earlier than I did before. What? Oh, hello. Oh. Hi, Sirith. Hi, Lilith. I see you're trying to send messages on the keyboard or on your phone. I hope y'all are being good and not making too much craziness go on. Also, I hope you're enjoying the rockets as I try to launch them in some manner of succession. We're trying to get to space, guys. Let's see how we do. See, like, somehow I gotta get these chats to show up a little bit more for me. It doesn't help that I'm like trying to coordinate a couple of things and figure out rocket science, really. I might be starting off. I might be turning a little bit late, early on this too. I'm just realizing, but see how we do. Let's see how we do. Ooh, stay in control. Well, heading's not great, but oh well, it's too late now. I'll slow you down. Hey, Sertari. Are you being all pensive? I don't know why you're being all pensive. Oh, I see. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Danny. And I hope Lilith is... I don't know what toy Lilith is trying to show me that she can't really show me that over like a chat, but I hope it's a fun toy. Alright. We are coming to a stop. Let me go ahead and look at our map. We are very close to Apoapsis. I want to be able to push this further. And I tried to do it like through maneuvers. I'm gonna have to do it manually, I think. And that's fine. It's fine to do it manually. Alright, no, why are you not? Doesn't want to stay. Oh, because I have you clicking on that. That's dumb. Sorry. Excuse me. Alright, let's go ahead and get started on setting our orbit here. Katari, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Obviously I'm trying to do some space maneuvers here. There's nothing wrong with maneuvers, but it takes me a little bit longer to do it, and I'm kind of I have a kind of a short time span. Oop. I'm already not paying attention. It's a lot. Maneuvers, at least at this point, are a little bit of a challenge because you don't have a lot of time to get this right, and it's really easy to muck this up. Actually, it's when you're like trying to do it as efficiently as possible. But once you're in orbit, I mean, maneuvers are the best thing. Once you're in orbit, you have all the time in the world. Nothing's gonna like stop you. Oh, we're gonna have to drop soon. Ooh. Come on. Let's go. Sorry about that. Alright. I'm gonna see if we can finish this out and get this over to an orbit. Ugh. We are, you can see like the apoapsis is just barely ahead of us. That's kind of a good thing. We're trying to keep control and like hit at the most efficient times, really. Okay, I'm gonna slow down just a bit. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn on the freaking thrust to weight ratio. I didn't even think about that. Slow it down just a bit so we can keep things a little efficient. I'd rather be hitting as close to the apoapsis as possible. Alright, how are we doing? Let me stop for a minute, just so I can get this thing resolved. Oh, I see where I'm messing up. That's fine. This is all learning experience. Alright, so last time. I don't think I'm gonna need too much of a burn here. Just want to get us to... might even get us back to like 30 seconds again. No less, actually. We'll get us to like 10 seconds and then it'll be fine. Done. Perfect. I've got a pretty nice orbit here that is just above the atmosphere. Ooh, this might be a good spot to do this too. So, I'm gonna do the maneuver and see if I can get to the moon. If I can like just start a quick encounter. Oh man, perfect. Can you believe that? It's a really short encounter. You can see like this is super tiny, but and I don't need to go that fast. If I go that fast, I have that much more energy I need to undo. So, let me just control that a little bit more. Yeah, that's too small. I'd like a little bit of a bigger gap than this. And then, so I have like 30 minutes. That's pretty good, actually. That gives me plenty of time to get things going. Alright, and then how much is it gonna take? 846. I have 2,208 left. So I should be able to get there. I think I can do everything I want here. I think I can get to the moon. I think I can orbit the moon, and then I think I can make our way back. Obviously that's the hard part, but I think I should be able to get this all done. So, wow, I'm kind of happy. This is a very, very efficient rocket. That like design. I did not think I was going to be able to break out of the atmosphere and do all the stuff that I was trying to do. And I was basing it off of the calculations and everything. But you know what? I'll take it. All right, so we have a target to hit. Let's hit that. Let's aim for that target. Got all the science I need, except for maybe I want to take like EVA stuff, since I have the opportunity to do this. Yeah, I should probably F5 real quick. Is that quick save is F5? I think quick save is F5. Yes, it is. Good. Alright, I don't want to lose my guy, because that would be really embarrassing at this point. And then just do an EVA report. Yep. Perfect. More experiments and then get back in. And then... Alright. Turn a bit more. It's gonna be 30 minutes until I'm supposed to do the launch, so we got some time. Oh no, that actually isn't accurate. Where is my... Oh, okay, there's my T node. All right, I was looking for that. Sorry about that. Trying to make sure I know what I'm doing. Let's see if this is another biome. I don't think that's how this works, but gotta learn somehow. And an EVA report. I actually can't remember, but you know what? It's just, you know, store. I want to store everything. Already stored. I see. So no. How can you remove the helmet? That's a terrible idea. All right. We can do one more when we're closer to the water, basically. I think that'll be a good EVA report to start before we do our last launch. Very, very close to the time, but this is still fun. Still very fun. Yep. Okay, EVA. Water. Wait, hang on. EVA? Oh, we already have it. Never mind. That's it then. We just need to aim towards the rocket, and then aim the rocket towards our target. I'd like to aim the rocket towards our target, but I don't seem to have options for that right now. That's interesting. Oh, because I don't have the SAS on. Keep forgetting that. There's so many like little things that you need to remember about here. Alright, so I should be launching this soon. Typically node, I should be hitting the burn like half of the time. So the burn time is a minute and almost 10 seconds. I should be hitting it when I have 35 seconds basically, which is gonna be right about now. There we go. We're seeing our trajectories, apoapsis go up bit by bit. I should probably make you my target. Oh no, that's not what I meant. That as shit, did it wrong. Then I'm gonna unset that target. And then you can see here, oh, this is actually not a good periapsis, but it's fine for what I'm trying to do at least. Ooh, let's miss it. And that was a really close one, but I did it. Alright, so I guess I should have paid a bit more attention. Didn't realize it was going to be that high. But I think it's still salvageable. I think I can still do this. So I'm gonna let it ride. We're gonna see how we do. It's gonna take 3 hours to get to this point. Not that bad. Let's just increase speed a little bit. Start the journey. See the moons. We're basically following the moon's path instead of following the ship. I try not to overdo it on the time warp because it's really easy to mess it up. So easy. Well, it looks like I might still be, even if I miss the moon, I would go back into a trajectory with Kerbal, which is actually not bad. That's pretty impressive, honestly. Normally you might just like get super lost. Or get stuck with Minmus instead, which is a little bit further away. Alright. This is looking good, actually. I'll speed it up just a bit more to get us close. What do I have? Nope. Alright. We're about to hit the moon encounter. And we can start. Oh, actually, you know what? I can go ahead and And I might as well. There we go. There we go. Hang on. Where are you gonna be at? That's really not even that. I know you can go in like as close as possible. I'd like to get the low orbit. I don't know what lower orbit is for the moon, so I'm gonna have to assume it's like really close. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, got my target. Aim towards your target. Actually, we gotta wait until we get the moon encounter first. This is a bit of a sloppy orbit, I'm not gonna lie. It's not a perfect 90 degrees the way that I probably wanted, but in the name of science, it's all for the name of science. It's gonna be close getting into position too. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to make it back, but I'll try. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't have to burn save. Low orbit is... I think low orbit is 11... That's quite a lot lower than I expected it to be. That would... I'm trying to, like, definitely trying to save, so it might be good. In my best interest to try and stay under the bare minimum of that for now. Now let me keep that. And then 100,000 sounds like the best plan, really. That's actually correct. Yes, that's excellent. I'll make sure that I don't think if that's correct, and even if it's not, it's fine. Like, I'm just trying to save the most amount of fuel at this point so that I can get the return trip to happen. All right, here we go. Burn time is 27 seconds, and we're an hour away from it. But I'm trying to get to the moon encounter first. All right, so moon encounter. Start in 20 minutes, which I'm not even seeing it. As soon as the moon encounter starts, that's when I can actually start mucking with it. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me, still some vestiges of COVID going through my system. But that's what the orange juice is for. Okay, how far is this thing? Moon encounter 70 minutes. Alright, let's get speed this up just a bit so I'm actually seeing it happen. Alright. Ooh, I've actually got an hour. And I think that's it. We are now seeing, or we should be seeing, where's the moon anyway? There's Kerbal. Oh, there's the moon. Yeah, look at that. That's great. I've been working on, yeah, that looks great. I wanted to try out these things. Now, gonna go ahead and press 1. And do all the studies. Like we did everything. High above the moon, yep. Temperature scan, great. Okay, now we've got that. I want to EVA. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Well, I'm not gonna quick save. An EVA report from you. I want everything to be stored here. Oh, do you have to take it? This is gonna be fun. to see these guys. Data. Let's just let's get up the board real quick so I can see where I'm supposed to do this thing. I still got plenty of time. Oh man. Well, I mean, I can definitely say, Kurtari, that this thing is no joke, and I'm missing one booster shot, if I'm being honest, and I think I'm missing the Omnicron one. But I know that without it, we would have been in way dire straits. And we're still feeling it. We're still within like I think right now it's a 2-week process, and we're still in like week 2, so we're not like feeling heavily sick, but like there's a lingering thing. It just sticks with you, and you just kind of have. We've all in the house just been dealing with that and just trying to kind of go back to a semblance of like exercise in our lives without pushing ourselves too hard. Even streaming has been an interesting journey. But I mean, we're not dead. So yeah, you're right. Like we're very thankful that we prepared ourselves, and we're very thankful that we got over it. I'm really happy that you were able to as well. I mean, yeah, at the worst of it, man, this was brutal, and it's still like, it's going to be seasonal. It's a regular, we got to be ready for a regular occurrence. All right. I am so frightened of trying to do this thing, but I'm gonna do a quick save. I'm just gonna accept the quick save, and I'm just gonna EVA out, and I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna try to move myself down. Oh wait, I think I gotta turn this on. Oh, I think I know what's going on. That's right. Turn on the rocket. Probably the... Ooh, I don't know how to do this. I've forgotten that I don't know how to. Oh, that's not. How do I rotate all the way? Oh no. How do I rotate all the ways? Alright, so we're gonna have to. This is why I'm not very good at this part. I got it December. I got it December 1st. Oh yeah, 21 on the 15th when I see heavy lung damage and a blood clot. Oh, that sounds brutal. Just got one function lung between the two. That's awful. That sounds like serious permanent damage. I was really concerned about that, honestly, just having some kind of permanent damage. But like that sounds brutal, man. I'm really, really sorry. Is it still like at that level? You haven't improved since I mean, you would have basically cleared it. You've been clear like relatively 6 months, right? So how are you feeling 6 months after getting over the blood clot and stuff? All right. Turn on the rockets. Actually, no. Let go. Turn on the rockets. You're just going further away, man. Oh, I know what's going on. Hang on. I think I know what I did wrong. I need the rocket to be my focus, and I keep forgetting that I don't have that right now. Wait. I think it is. It is my focus. Well, what the hell's going on? Oh shit, I have this too. at least have this, but I really want to get that predicted. Just want to try to master this thing. Pot is gone. One of you lucky 5%. Oh, jeez, that sucks. Pot's gone. That's fine, but the lungs are scarred and we'll never recover. Man, that's. I'm so really sorry to hear that. That's like, I mean, it's a kind of shows how fucking far we've come now that we were able to try and deal with things a little bit, but it's still brutal. There's no doubt. Yep. Door. Okay, so that did work. Now the hard part is, how do I get back? Some other way to rotate that I need to know about? Hang on. Now I'm really like getting confused here. It's not going to tell me anything. Walking fine, jog for 30 seconds, down for 5 minutes because, yeah. You just feel that, like, sense of, like, you're drowning almost, even though you're in air. I'm glad, though. It's good. I mean, yeah, take the silver linings that you can take, right? Because a lot of people cannot say that. They can't say anything. They're not here anymore. I mean, and at least, like, hopefully, like, the exercise as over a long period of time is able to help you out. Maybe you can't heal anything that's inside, but you can make your lungs as efficient as possible, your blood vessels more ready to take oxygen as much as possible, and that could be a thing that can help you out as much as as much as you can at this point. I hope that's a possibility. Yeah. Jeez, what a journey. And I mean, we'll see what we're dealing with. I think we're doing much better, but you never know. We don't know what we're gonna have to, like, shake off way more of over the next couple of months. We'll see. Okay, I was trying to see Kerbal space program, rocket controls, RCS controls. RCS controls, I think is what I want. Is it RCS? I need RCS controls. I need to know how to control the damn thing because I'm not having a good time with it. Oh, that's not helpful. That's Kerbal. Okay, that's not helpful. What am I calling this? It's the jetpack. EVA jet. Okay. EVA jetpack controls. Okay, that might be a lot better. Okay. Vertically up and down with shift and controls. Oh my god. That's what I was looking for the entire time. Okay. Not actually what I was looking for the entire time, but better than nothing. Oop. Fucking shit. I think I'm about to grab it. Oh. Nope. Alright, that should do it. Better. Okay. Don't think I wasted my time. Nope, we're good. We're good. Okay, look at that. I actually worked that out. Very surprised that I worked that out. What did you say? I could improve my cardio system's efficiency, but yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, I figured that was like kind of the limits. At least there's nothing. At least it's not that there's nothing you can do. That's what I was thinking. Like, if you had no capability to at least improve your own system for yourself, like, that would suck so much. really. Okay, I think I can do all this. We're about to find out if my Kerbal's trapped or not. It's such a bizarre disease, 60% will never even know they had it. 20 will get like sniffles, 10 will feel like crap. 6 are a bit like me, and the last bit, well, yeah, of course. Those are random person to person. Yeah, everyone here in our house kind of got the same symptoms, but they got them at different times. I lost my sense of smell early, but other people here have been having, gastrointestinal problems a little bit more recently, actually. So it's been a mixture of things. We definitely knew we had something. We thought it was just a regular flu. Really? Like just a regular flu that we were managing relatively well, and then we got tested and it popped positive like right away. It was surprising. Like we'd never seen it pop positive like that. We hadn't popped positive before, but like the way that we were looking at it, like, oh, the sample line is on, but the control line is taking a while. That's never happened before. That's weird. And it popped positive for all of us in the same way. So it was like, okay, we definitely have this disease now. It happened. And a lot of people I think we've been talking about it where like a lot of people are catching this disease now. We've really lowered our guards, for good and for ill. Like we just are lowering our guards and living our lives. Things are happening. Things were happening all year. So it kind of just, it unfortunately was a matter of time for us. Which is a very frustrating thing to say because, we all want to just avoid this now. We never want to, I don't want to have any problems like dodging this thing from now on. I'm going to be very hyper aware for a bit. All right. We're going to launch this thing full send at about 15 seconds till. Wow, really? That doesn't shock me because my wife is in a similar situation where like she lost hearing in one ear. Yeah, no, those people are dumb. Let me pause this before I lose track because I'm going to lose track. But there's like this notion that like now that people had the vaccine, they could just like all open all the things that they needed to and be like, if you have a vaccine, you can be here. And in my brain, I was like, but that just means that you'll be okay. That doesn't mean that you don't catch the disease. And it doesn't mean that you aren't contagious if you have the disease. So I didn't really understand the whole point of that. And having caught it now, I really understand like, yeah, no, this is not, we are still in a pandemic mode. And if the thing keeps evolving the way that it does, we're going to stay here for like this decade will be the pandemic decade. We're not going to be like breathing easy. Really, the smart people aren't going to be breathing easy until maybe 2030, which blows. But I mean, I think that's where we're at. Yes, exactly. Like it makes it easier to survive. Not only does it make it easier to survive, the vaccine makes it easier to survive COVID. It makes it easier to survive COVID without having to go to the hospital. If we did not have any of the vaccine, if we were anti-vaxxers, I would be intubated. I would be intubated right now. I might not be making it. It's still like it still acts like a flu. It makes it easier for your body to deal with it, but it's still contagious. You're still going to share it to other people. So the quarantine rules continue to apply. And it's a long quarantine, super long quarantine. We're going to be, after we're like feeling negative, I'm going to be taking like wipes and like cleaning everything down that I can. We're going to like clean everything that we have in the house as much as we possibly can. We're going to be super, super attentive. So what you're saying is the Spanish flu was basically like back then was the pandemic era of like, oh yeah, that wasn't even that long ago, was it? That was 100 years ago. That was barely 100 years ago. I think it was 1920. And I would say that we haven't vaccinated ourselves against the flu. We have vaccines, but more than that, we have all kinds of medicines that can help us mitigate those 1918. Does that make sense? That can help us mitigate the symptoms. That's sort of what we have. It's a lot harder to do that with. Oh fuck, fucking shit. Hang on. Okay, good. I need to at least get to a point where I was okay. Yeah, all right, here we go. We're good. All right, I'm gonna let this get to here, and we might have like a couple of. And we're gonna circle at least a couple times, but I'm hoping that we can do this. This is gonna be tough to get back to the moon. I have to get back to Kerbal is gonna be a weird trajectory. But maybe if I get close enough, that's all I need. We'll see. The 1918 to 1924 is the years that they count. So a 6-year pandemic. I mean, that's pretty brutal. I had COVID December 2020. I didn't notice my sentence right away. Oh, yeah, I bet. Yeah, and until we get to a point where we kind of are with the Spanish flu, where like you can take the vaccine, and it's really just for other people that you take the vaccine, less for yourself. I wonder if it's going to be a thing where we need to include it in the vaccines that you get at a young age. It evolves too fast, right? Like we just really can't kill the thing. Some version of it will always somehow get to us, which is really, yeah. I mean, we are not a species that is easily able to learn from our mistakes. Clearly, this is a sad truth. All right. How far are we from the periapsis? 4 hours. All right, let's get us as close as we can. All right. Haha, no worries, Sarkari. We understand. Thank you. I don't know what you just did with the command lurk, but I don't know it. I don't think I have it on. I need to work on some bots actually. That's probably the next thing I really need to think about for my stream. Just kind of like Twitter, the Twitch bots are here for something, so I need to like learn how to use them. One day. All right, let's get under 100,000. Oh. Oh, and periapsis actually, it's different from what it was. I don't remember that changing. Nope. I don't know that there's anything I can do about this now. Actually, yeah, that wasn't the smartest thing to do. Alright, we're gonna speed up and do a little bit of maneuvering. Actually, we're gonna try to just again with the second orbital attempt. Yeah. It's a different mode than you normally do. I'm used to the rocket building and you're not even near the garage place. Well, I mean, it's not actually. This is This is like the second half of the game. Normally you're like working on stuff, but like that's the point, is to get away from the planet as much as possible. So as you can see, I mean, I'm basically got this on an orbit of the moon, and then at some point I got to get it back. That's my goal right now. I don't even know if I thought I was gonna write today, and I don't know that I am. This is like the fun challenge here. How far are we from Apoapsis? 30 minutes. All right, let's speed that up a bit. 3, 2, 1 minute. All right, good. All right. That's all I'm trying to do here. Now, let's see if this changes again on me. One hour. As soon as we get under the hour mark, we can slow it down. So yeah, it's not that it's a different mode, it's that I'm just orbiting the moon now. Let's see what our altitude is. I'm going to turn you off too. See that we've descended below a certain threshold. Okay. Nope, this is still considered high space above the moon, but that's okay. I wanted to see what we could do. Container collect all? Yeah, no. You've already got it. So that is unfortunately all that I can actually do, but I got some good, you know, space stuff, so I can't really complain too much. The hard part now is how the heck I'm gonna get this guy back. I wonder, does this thing rotate all the way? I don't think the orbit is rotating. No, it's not rotating at all. It's some funky positioning for sure. But I think I have an idea of what's going on. Okay, I've got an idea of what I'm gonna do. Unfortunately, my Kerbal's gonna be stuck there for a minute, because I need this Apoapsis to be aiming in the right direction before I send him back. And this happened because I wasn't very efficient with my heading. If I had been more efficient with my heading, I would probably be able to send him back a little bit sooner than this. Don't think this is gonna be the right time. Let's ooh. Way too much. Way too much. Might be wrong. Might be perfectly what I need. That don't work. All is it? What if I do this? Ooh, that looks good. Nope. Huh? A little bit better. Ooh. close. Okay, that's it. Kind of where I want it. I feel like that's supposed to crash into the moon though, so that might be a problem. I will need to watch this very carefully. Save. The burn time of 30 seconds. We should be able to do that. Aim towards our target. We'll see how we do. Where is the moon right now? I'm not seeing it. Okay, there you go. Burn time is 35. I should start at 17. That's where I want to start. 17 seconds T minus. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 minute. Once we get to 17, we're gonna full blast. And I think I'm basically like, I'm really screwing with the orbit. I might just be making sure that I'm like dodging past it. I hope. The reason I save is because I feels like I might be crashing into it, and I don't want that to happen. I'm about to, yeah, look at this craziness that I'm about to, look at this craziness. This is gonna be insane. This might be the weirdest move, and it mathed out this way. We'll see. We'll see. All right, and almost there. And if it doesn't work, that's what the load is for. Oh, oh, oh. Come on. Stay with me. Stay with me. Don't lag on me. There's no way this is gonna work, is it? We're totally crashing into the frickin' thing. This is happening. No. Like, I see what you were trying to do. That is not the way to do it. Your maneuvering has fucked me, sir. But at least I know what's going on. Sort of know what's going on. Now need you to like be away from it. Just so I don't have to worry about you crashing into the damn thing. It's fine, whatever. At this point I kind of would rather just do it this way. Yeah. Slightly more complicated, not even that much though. I think I have enough fuel. I think. That's the other problem. If I don't have enough fuel, oh well. Hopefully I can revert this guy back to launch. Can I even revert him back to... Nope, can't. He's doomed. I don't mean I'll lose all my science too. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, we've got our target. We'll start in an hour. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, perfect. Push this past an hour. Okay, 18 seconds we're gonna last. 18 seconds we're gonna blast. And go. I actually didn't even realize I needed to go that far. Oh. Ow. Then what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be in this orbit here? Oh gosh. That's too much. There we go. Okay, let's see how we do. I should have enough fuel to do this. Okay, got it. In fact, I might just go ahead and change this up. A bit more controlled, really. Yeah, that's gonna be way easier to deal with. Alright, and I know where it's happening. Cool. That's a lot better than it was before. Still not. You can see my orbit is all kinds of wonky, but still some kind of progress. Alright. See the planet in the distance. As we get closer, I'm going to pull you towards the target. 5 hours before we get there. "31 seconds. I think I barely have enough for that. Fixating is probably good here. Oh yeah, that's Swamp Potato. We're both kind of clearing all kinds of things. Like, so that cough is just lingering. Sort of what we're dealing with right now. Don't feel the ick, but like just kind of always clearing our throats. Perpetually. Until such a time as things calm down, I guess, in our system. I mean, definitely could be worse. I won't argue. Okay. Five, 4, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and 15 seconds. That's not what I wanted, but oh well. Good. Perhaps this is going down. We have plenty of fuel for this. Good. Good. We're just enough fuel for this, but that's fine. Okay. That'll do. I'm sure it'll let us down. We'll just keep slowing down as we hit it. So, might be a bit of a rough landing. Well, might as well see if there's anything to grab. And then let's go ahead and check you. Yep. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I did forget to do a thing, but it's fine. Come on, get close enough to do the thing. Feel like you're there, man. Not the smoothest. Oh, 0. We already did the thing, didn't we? So where have to go? We're just kind of like. Alright, let me F5 this. I'm wondering if that's gonna show up with us. I expect that to land as well. Hey, Mohammed! Excuse me. Not much is going on. I'm kind of... if you haven't heard, we're recovering from COVID as well. Right now we're playing some Kerbal Space Program, although I'm about to make a landing and I'm already doing it for an hour and a half. I was going to write something today. I'm probably not going to, but I might spend another 30 minutes just kind of building something. We'll see. I meant to be for writing. I need to write something, so that's probably... I'm going to land this sucker. Hopefully I keep the Kerbal alive. If I don't, oh well. Oh, hey, ground control, you're back. Welcome back. You kind of came at the wrong time. I might be, like, going to my writing soon, but I'm about to... I just did a quick flyby of the moon, and did a very bad orbit of the moon as well. But I'm coming back down. Also, thank you for whoever it was that tipped $15. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Even though there is no anonymous person here, but oh well. Thank you. That's really one of the best. A really cool way for you to support the stream, honestly, and a little bit of money goes a long way here. Also, if you're not already liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe. I'm surprised that my Facebook feed hasn't dropped yet. It usually does. Around this time, but lucky day. So I'm glad that you were able to hang out, Mohammed. All right. Actually, this should go really well. Well, yeah, not only did I retain a bunch, I definitely tried things out with the rocket that we had tried out in the first place. I retained stuff, and then I went and did some research too. Because there was a good YouTube video that basically went through KSP for beginners and stuff, and I just started doing things in order to like figure out what would work best or just to kind of like learn as much as possible as well. Definitely got a lot out of it. I improved a whole bunch. There's my rocket. That debris is absolutely going to be joining us on the moon, on Kerbal, straight up. Go ahead and turn you there. Oh, I'm sorry, Danny. Don't worry. It's okay. I'm glad that you were able to hang out as long as you did. It's just good. Don't worry. And we're all just here to chill out at the end of the day. Mohammed, yes, we caught COVID. Actually, this household did catch COVID like about a week and some days ago. It's been about a 10-day process so far. So we're coming back. We don't feel sick, but we definitely got a little bit of a cough that just lingers, and sometimes we sneeze or I get fevers from time to time. It's not fun, but we're not in the worst bit, honestly. We've gotten over a lot of the worst stuff that's happened, so we're doing good. But so don't worry too much about us. We're definitely like the vaccine did its job, which is what we needed it to do. Oh yeah, did you catch it? Or you're sick with something else, basically? Danny, I'm glad that you were able to stick around as long as you did then. I mean, this is not the most exciting streams that I do. It's just kind of nice and like, I think about things when I'm doing it. That's why I enjoy it. I have to think hard. I'm not doing math, but I'm figuring things out. All right. This really should do. At some point, it's going to force me to go back down to a certain time. There we go. Perfect. Right, because we're back in the atmosphere now. We can even see the periapsis start to slow down here, or start to go down here. Pretty confident it will. I'm sorry to hear that you're sick, man. I hope that you get over it as well. Like, just are able to feel better. And, drink a bunch of orange juice and water and, I don't know, get as much rest as you possibly can. It's pretty much all we could do. I was hoping this periapsis would actually, be a bit more solid and intense, but it don't see it bringing us down right away. No worries, Mohammed. I mean, I totally understand. And this thing is a pain. It's really just a rough thing to have to go through. The sooner that we're able to push through it, the better. And the more prep that you can put into it to avoid this stuff happening to you or anyone else around you, man, that's even good too. As soon as I started getting symptoms or realized other people were getting symptoms and thought that I was going to catch it, I thought, I just got to quarantine myself. That's all there is to it. There's nothing else to do but to quarantine myself. Huh. Okay. Well, we're a little high in the atmosphere. Oh, there we go. There we go. I was kind of waiting for the periapsis to really lower a lot more. But I guess it's gonna take a minute. Yeah, it's probably just gonna take a long time. It might take another loop before it really slows itself down all the way. That's interesting. I didn't realize that I needed to expect that. Let's see how it goes though. This is going down pretty fast. this rate, the periapsis will probably change locations. If it goes the way that I need it to, really. Alright, let's just speed this up a tiny bit. And by which I mean all the way that it lets me in the atmosphere. Yeah, we might be getting there. It's gonna take a longer time than I expected. Yeah, it's gonna take a second loop. At least a second loop. That's... So like... ground control, I definitely learned the importance of trying to like hit that 90 degrees as much as that 90 degrees. No, 90 degree bearing as much as possible, because we did not. We did not match that. We were like, you can see like just how it is compared to the freaking moon orbit that we're like off kilter by a good bit. And this is on the return, so like it was a little bit better on the way over there, but not by much. Yep. Well, I wonder if I can time warp you here. Can you warp here? No, not really. Which one slash? This one slash. Alright. That's not gonna get all the way there in time, so it's gonna take me a minute. Time for bed. Good night. Yeah, man. Get better, Mohammed, and thanks for coming to just chill out for a bit. I hope you feel better, and you know, bless you too, man. I hope the recovery is swift. Alright. Okay, we're gonna start slowing things down again. Alright. Periapsis is going down again. The apoapsis is going down even more. It's just that, I guess that's how much energy that I still had on my guy. And I still had a bit of rocket, so I could have spent a little bit more time slowing things down to make this easier. Although, I think this is gonna do it. Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen here. It's just gonna be a really, really slow return. No, let go. I don't need the rocket on either. Yep, there we go. Gonna have a nice, steady return. Might even land in water. Are we above water? Looks like we are. At this point, it's all about losing the rest of the speed that I've built up from this entire endeavor. That looks like a pretty accurate landing of everything that's going to happen, so I think we're set. Just waiting for it to run out of all the energy that it has. I was able to get some signs from the high orbit of the moon, but I wasn't able to get anything from the low orbit of the moon, unfortunately, so, you know, at least we're here. Did the thing. I got something. I don't know how much it's gonna turn into, but it's at least a little bit. We'll see how much science I got out of it. That actually went way smoother for the kind of mess that it really was, you know? That really does look like water. I'm hopeful that it's water. Yep, it looks like water to me. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do a crew report. Oh well. bring this down all the way. Yep. Not tonight. Coming down. I think I already did the one from the water, so no, never mind. Hang on, okay. And then the crew report here. Excellent. All right. Let's see how we did. Oh wow, that was a really good haul actually. 167 signs earned. So I got some crew report from the water, the EVA of the grasslands apparently. Owens from in space. Did that twice. Didn't tell. And I got an EVA report in the moon. I got some stuff over high above the moon. I wasn't able to get low enough to the moon because I was going to run out of fuel. And then we recovered a vessel from the moon, which is a good deal too. So yeah, that actually went incredibly well. I'm excited for what I'm going to try to... I have to at some point figure out the landing of the moon part. But I might just play around and do more orbital things. I can orbit around the moon. I know I can orbit around the little other asteroid that's further out and without having to land on it, and I can get a lot of science from that. So things that I'm thinking about in order to continue to improve and do other things. I also know I need to build a little device. I think I'm going to need the aviation thing to do it, but I can build a little cart to do the thing. But because I've been streaming for an hour and a half, actually an hour and 40 already, I am going to pause on the Kerbal thing, and I'm going to work on this other thing that I do on, or I try to do on a daily basis, and I want to stream it. It's called NaNoWriMo. If you want to hang out for that, please do. But I'm basically about to stop playing Kerbal, so be forewarned, you're not going to see any more spaceship stuff happening. I appreciate it if you're okay with that and just can't come and hang out. Because that's what we're here for. That's what I'm streaming for, just to kind of have a chill vibe as we do weird things. All right, let me turn on the thing that I'm gonna do. So, if you don't know what NaNoWriMo is, it's basically a short term for the National November Writing Month, which is an exercise that where writers just kind of take the time to... Every day, basically, in November, they try to write 1,000 words to 1,700 words of whatever they're trying to do. Usually something fictional, but whatever kind of project that they want to work on. And the goal is that by the time you finish the 30 days in the month, if you're doing 1,000 words, you've got almost 30,000 words, almost a book. If you're doing their goal, which is 1,700, you get about 50,000 words, which is also like pretty much a book. It's a pretty impressive amount of words, and you just kind of keep working at it and get yourself into the habit. So I'm going to start moving things over to this other layout. If you want to hang out, please do. I appreciate it. If you don't, please come back when I stream again. I have promised that I will at least continue to stream this game on Thursdays. And if I have the time, I'll probably try to do it on Sundays too, because I kind of have a little bit of an extra time to do it, and I like this game. I really like playing this game, so this is one of the ones I want to keep working on and keep getting better at, you know what I mean? Let's see. I think I might have to mute you for a bit. Yeah, that's it. Alright, now let me go ahead and transfer this thing over. Save. Well, I'll exit here. Save game. And let's quit. Excuse me a minute while I'm just trying to make sure that this game isn't running in the background while I try to write stuff. It's taking a minute to come down. There we go. Perfect. Turn this back on so I can get the alerts again. Alright, all good. Alright, what's my word count at right now? Here's my word count. My word count is currently at 9109. Add that in myself so I can remind myself of what I'm trying to do. And I'm aiming for 1,000 words. I usually get that done in about 30 minutes, so I'm not doing too badly. I'm just kind of was enjoying myself with Kerbal Space Program a bit more than I expected. But yeah, I also wanted to make sure that I was learning things correctly, and I did. Ground Control, thank you so much for getting me to where I needed to get to, so that I can do that. I hope I see you on Thursday, like a little earlier, so we can work on it a little bit better. I'm probably going to try another moon situation. I'll probably try the other area too, the other asteroid that's around the moon, because that's still within I think that's still within the distance to be able to get to, but it might be a little bit of a problem with fuel efficiency to get there. That's the only thing, but I'll learn. Okay, so story time. Here I've been writing a story that I've been just writing from the seat of my pants, not really sure what my end goal is for this whole thing, but I'm just writing, putting characters in and stuff like that. It started off just being like, what's the theme I want to have? I want to have dragons, just like kind of either as just like the dominant thing. Dragons are the dominant thing. At first I was like, they've been dominant for like since the beginning of time, and now I'm like, no, let's just say that like stuff has changed and we're in a relatively post-apocalyptic future that's forgotten about its past and stuff like that. But like remnants of it exists, and I usually dig that kind of setting as much as possible, so it makes sense that that's where I would end up. What was I trying to do here? Yeah, but that's very vague. Things I'll have to like flesh out a little later. It feels that way, doesn't it? Yeah, I can't really help that I definitely got kind of inspired by that kind of a story. It's definitely not Reign of Fire. Reign of Fire was a very strange movie, but I always liked the concept, I guess, so that's sort of where we're at. But I would say way further than what Reign of Fire was doing. I kind of treat this as like it's been thousands of years since like dragons came up, and some stuff that survived because the technology is superior or something like that. And I haven't really explained what the dragons are, really. Like, I just know that they're giant fire-breathing beasts that sometimes just annihilate people. And, you know, tribes of people have tried to survive it. Sometimes you just have a concept and it can go a different direction, and that's all you need. That's sort of why I like fan fiction sometimes, because some people will do an alternate universe, or they'll write a continuation of something. That's where I started writing fan fiction, to do continuations of stories that I thought ended too soon, or that I wanted a sequel to that I didn't get. I've also got a robot in here, so it's really like definitely not Reign of Fire right off the bat, which is fine. I enjoy that, actually. I wanted it more science fiction than Reign of Fire turned out to be. Reign of Fire was not science fiction. It was like, or fantasy. It was just a action thriller with dragons in them for some reason. This is basically how I treated it now. Oh yeah, I ended that sentence early. It was an alien invasion-ish movie, but dragons, yeah, basically. Although, like, I think the dragons were, like, apparently already here. That was the idea. But yes, you are correct in that. It was just the dragons were the monsters, and that was basically it. And I started this off with, like, the dragons are the monsters, but they haven't really dealt with one. That's I'm sort of okay with that. That the point wasn't it just to kind of, like, add it as a theme, and then maybe I'll evolve the theme. I hope I will evolve the theme. It's sort of where we're going. Sort of what my trajectory appears to be. We'll see. We'll see. That was so long. She knew if there were. Scenes that I write, I can't help but like parallel them with other things that I remember, like movies and things like that. Like this, the thunderous sound, like I can think of Lord of the Rings very easily from that, from Fellowship of the Ring. It's a very vivid connection that I can put together there. Let me do a quick update. Not too much progress, but a little bit. Give me a second. I'm gonna get some orange juice to kind of keep clearing my throat. I'm gonna keep thinking about where I'm gonna go next with this. Alright, I'm back. Just had a moment with Swamp Lich and a cat, so, you know, cats being what they are. Adorable kitties. Okay, we've got only 200 words. I really want to make some progress here. What do we do next? Gonna accidentally fix this? Yeah, I think we will. I mean, it's a skill that I got. I don't know what to say. I have a typing speed. I think my typing speed is 100 words per minute, usually. I'm not using it right now. I was using the new keyboard before in the last stream, but if you'll remember, the E key keeps like double tapping, so it actually was really frustrating for me to write with it. It just, I would have to keep going back to clean up that thing, and if it, maybe with another key, it wouldn't have been that bad, but like with the E key, like there's an E in almost every other word. it feels like. Every 3 or 4 words, I've got to type an E somewhere, or I have to type 2, and that's when things get really like seen. I would have had 4 E's, and then I would have had to go back and clean it. So exactly, that's not what I want, Heather. It isn't what I want. I gotta get I got a refund for it because they couldn't figure out how to fix it. I tried to fix it doing like air blowing and like putting like 99% alcohol into the thing. But it didn't do the thing. It didn't clean it, or it didn't fix the problem basically permanently. It kind of fixed it for a little bit and then eventually it would start doing it again. So I just gotta try again. I got a refund for the keyboard at least, and I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with it now. Probably give it to Goodwill, and then I gotta see if I can find a good one and just try again. We'll see. Black Friday's coming up, so I may as well try to do it soon. Or is it? Is tomorrow Black Monday? It might be. All right, I gotta think about that. You can type 90, but I think in 40 words per minute. I don't. Like your average is 40 words per minute? Oh, I understand that. I think my average is actually like 90. But I could definitely get up to 100. And it depends on like if I'm making something, that's a different thing too, because like I'm creating on top of typing. It's not necessarily the same things. If I've got something that I'm just like transcribing, well then I can type as much as long as I've got the content in front of me. I can just keep typing away. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't really understand that, Chertari. Yeah, those things sometimes go over my head, especially like in chat. And honestly, I don't know really where I got my typing skills so on point. I was just since like middle school. No, since elementary school, I've been doing like typing exercises. But in middle school and high school, they took a huge level. I need to play like Typing Shark, because that was the way that I got better. Like I got way better at playing that Typing Shark game. It's on Steam, so I'm probably gonna pick it up at some point and just play it on here, because why the fuck not, right? It'll keep me sharp. Thank you for liking the stream, Heather. Hey, much appreciated. By the way, if you're on Facebook or something, please do like and share the stream. I am streaming to like YouTube, to Facebook, to Twitch, and to Twitter, because it made sense at the time to do it that way. My life has shown me that I probably want to change it up at some point, but I do what I can and I just stream where I can, and we see where things go. But if you're on Twitch, please like and subscribe, or no, wait, follow, right? That's it. Please follow. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you're on Facebook, I think it's a follow, but you can like the page, or like the stream, or share the stream. There's too much stuff that you can do with Facebook. I think that's part of the problem for me. It's too much to think about. Alright, what's my... Still slow in the progress, but we're putting some stuff down. scroll down. There we go. Oh, hello. All That Glitters is Prose is now following on Twitch. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for following me. I assume that you're a fellow writer because that's a great name for a fellow writer. And if you're not a writer, wow, how did you do that? Thank you so much, though. I hope you enjoy writing streams. Oh, yes, good. I made it. I nailed it. I got it. I understood the name. I hope are you doing NaNoWriMo? Because that's basically what's going on here. Oh, darn it. I need to update the freaking thing. Awesome. NaNoWriMo's the best thing. I kind of decided, just writing is what I put down. Just chatting. I kind of wanted to get through things. Yeah. I understand. I played a little bit of Kerbal Space Program earlier today, and now I'm coming to do I'm only doing 1,000 words a day in order to get myself going. I know that word count's usually higher, but I didn't want to be too hard on myself. And then I caught COVID, so I really didn't want to be too hard on myself. So I'm just pushing forward, getting through it. I'm also flying by the seat of my pants. I have no idea what the story is about, or going to be ultimately about at the end of all this. But I think I'm making progress. That's all I can say. But awesome. Yeah, no, you know what? I'm going to follow you as soon as I get a chance to, because I would like to be following people that are writing as well. Oh, yeah. I am. I appreciate it. Thank you. COVID does suck. I mean, we were just talking about, we've been talking about a couple times how the fact that we have the vaccine is the only reason that it wasn't as bad as it was. It could have been a lot worse if we hadn't been prepared, and there are chances that it could have been a lot worse anyways. And we definitely felt like we were sick, and now we're just kind of feeling like this thing is lingering. I still got a cough. I pretty much still keep drinking orange juice and trying to increase my metabolism. My sense of smell is not 100% back, so that's kind of annoying. I know. Where we are because we have a lot of advancements in our sciences, and it's good. It's good because as long as we're following it and following the rules that we should be following, then we can, get better. Other people don't have to get sick because of something we did, or I don't know. It's I just keep hoping that we're able to control ourselves and keep ourselves from spreading it more and more. Hopefully. We just had someone else on here. I think Sertari might still be on here who had it and had a much worse experience, and it just goes to show how bad it can be for different people and why it's really important not to spread the disease if you know that you've caught it. Just realizations. All right. Okay. Yeah, so she's... Yep. That's probably the worst horror story I've heard, honestly, Satari. That really is. It's as bad as it can get. Without well, I don't know if it's as bad as it can get, but I'm sure that's pretty bad. That's really, really bad. Hang on. handsome family. Oh, that's terrible. Prose. That's awful to hear. That's definitely the worst case scenario. We were thinking about like if we had not done it, if we were anti-vaxxers, we would be intubated at this point. That's just not a thought I want to consider. So, you know, I will happily be one of those people that just says, take that vaccine, get it now. Oh yeah, the timing of it was really hard. We were pretty like serious about the quarantine as soon as it happened. We were very, very adamant about like, no, I don't want to interact with people that I don't know on a regular basis. I need to like make sure that this is all under control. And we were doing pretty good. Swamp Potato and I were doing great about avoiding it until recently. Like this year, a bunch of events happened and we really just were we let down our guard, and we were forced to let down our guard. The city kind of New Orleans basically has also decided that it's going to let down its guard. And as a result, more people are catching the disease. And if people still don't have the vaccine, it's going to be way worse. But yeah, no, that's the worst timing. I'm with you there. All that glitters. I definitely didn't have too hard a time with secluding myself. And we have friends basically that come over and hang out with us every Friday, and we just were like, all right, look, as long as we're good with each other about like when we get sick and stuff, we should have no problems hanging out. And honestly, that's what we did. This last 2 weeks were the first time where we tried to avoid hanging out as much as possible because we just couldn't. But we were doing really, really great until that point. All right. No worries, all that glitters. I appreciate you chatting with me, and don't think that like me responding is me unhappy that I'm not writing, because I'm writing streaming. I'm doing it to like talk to people and also to make sure that I'm basically being good to myself and keeping my word count going. If it helps, here's my word count now. My word count right now is 9609. I've been a little bit out. Once I got hit with COVID, I decided I needed to take a break. So there's a couple of days that I'm missing the 1,000 words that I intended to do. So I'm behind, but I'm not going to be hard on myself. I just want to keep writing. Just want to keep writing and keep working on stuff. Ultimately, that's all you can do, right? And I'm not too far behind with my word count. It's just at some point maybe I can figure out another 3,000 words to add to it, or maybe I'll do it when I flesh it out. I don't know. Right? You want to respond to other people when they're chatting with you, even if you're focusing on something like writing. Like it's not just about like ignoring the thing. It's the same with video games. You want to play the game, but you also want to be able to react. And it's nice to talk about things. Also, the more I talk with people, it gives me a moment to like work with ideas in my brain. And then I don't just like write the first thing I think into the piece of paper. Maybe I have another idea, or it gives me time to think of another idea that can suddenly appear and do the thing. Sertari, thank you so much for following on Twitch. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad you were able to join in from the beginning and watch like some Kerbal Space program, and then you're sticking around for the writing stream. Thank you so much, man. I love it. Yes, if you are on Twitch, please think about hitting that follow button. I'm halfway to the 50 I need for affiliate status, which I still don't know if I really want to do, but I know that it gives me a lot more stuff for Twitch, so I should aim for that at the very least. It could be very, very beneficial to streaming if I'm able to get to that point with Twitch. So if you don't mind, please do follow. I really would appreciate it 100%. Okay, what do I want to write in this paragraph? Yes, I have an idea. I know what's going on. Have you gotten there already? Like, I'm still trying to learn all the nooks and crannies and things. I'm like, oh, I don't have a bot. I kind of want to talk about looking into a chat bot. I haven't put like these points things to buy things, but I think you can't do it until you're affiliate. Oh, nice. Nice, congrats. That's great. More power to you. I was streaming a little bit like a year ago, and then I stopped once Hurricane Ida hit us. Oh yeah, that's great then, yeah. I'm glad. I hope there's like a community that I can find for NaNoWriMo here at some point. I just kind of like, I'm trying to get past my own bullshit and just kind of put my all into streaming. Oh, Hurricane? Yes, absolutely. Hurricane Ida was brutal. Game of Tomes, huh? Hang on, I need to write stuff down. I need a note. You know what? I'm gonna put it here. Game of Tomes. And then I need to make sure that I look up yours as well. Luther's is close. Pardon me. I use Discord personally. I don't have like a SwampDragoon server or anything like that, or a Swamp Squad gaming server, if that's what you mean. I don't know for sure, but I do use Discord for sure. I remain. Ooh, Twitch Writers Network, where all the word nerds hang out. Is it probably about to get messages moderated, but I promise they are nothing bad? Oh. I don't know if they will, but I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna be very careful about just like clicking on random links on my chat. I will give you that warning at the very least. Okay, so what you're saying? Oh yeah, Twitch. I was thinking about that. Writers Network. Yeah, I want to look that up. I'm gonna look that up for sure. Writing down all the notes. Let me see. What is this? Are they both the same things? Or are they just different sizes, basically? Yeah, they are like slightly different sizes. What am I looking at here, Safari? Are these like little dragons? Yeah. I agree. They're very cute. Very cute waving dragon. Hello! What's up? Yes, I did see that. One's more of a kind of a longer portrait shape of a square. Yep. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that I could like inspire a little thing like that. That's great. That's awesome. That's a great way to, like, honestly, that's a really, really good way to work on your art. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly it. Yeah. Writing, doing the thing every day. Swamp Potato used to do like sculpturing stuff. She had like clay when pretty much before the hurricane, when we were still kind of had a schedule and things hadn't really hit us that hard. She would have like the Sculptober basically, and she would have an idea every day, a different idea every day in October, to just kind of like try to make a small clay sculpture of some kind. And it was a really good way for her to exercise her brain, and it makes sense for a lot of people to do that. I know somebody who tries to write a song every day for a month as a way to just kind of like work on those things and not care about what he makes. He just like finishes a song. He makes a song, and it could be a bad song or it could be a really good idea for a cool song later on. It's just like get an idea down on paper and write it out and make it. And sometimes that's like always the first step. It doesn't matter if it's crap right away. Like, as long as you keep doing something, you can put stuff together. Katari, I don't know how the emotes really work, but I would absolutely love to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take copies of these URLs just so I have them for my own sake. And I will try to figure out how I'm gonna add it, because honestly, I've been thinking about like, oh, I'd love to have emotes, and I'd love to have just extra cool things for people. And that's sort of the idea with getting to affiliate. I want to be able to do all the other cool stuff too. It's the goal. It's a goal all the way. Even if it's just something you go for it before, because you learn. Yeah, exactly. You just it's improving. It's a skill, and you're improving your skills no matter whether you like what you've created or not. I also play drums, and I wasn't good when I first started, but like I'm 20 years later in the drumming thing, and I'm very confident about myself now with my drumming skills. You can add them to your channel later when you reach affiliate. Oh, is that okay? Cool. All right, I'm gonna keep that in mind. I just gotta like start like pulling them in somewhere and start using them basically, and that way that'll be the start. Thank you, all that glitters. Honestly, if you got any affiliate advice for me, I will openly take it. I want to learn all this stuff as much as possible and make it. I want the stream to be as cool as I want it to be, really, you know? Back end somewhere. I'm gonna look into it. There's so much stuff. Once you like look at things and you're like, oh, you can add all this stuff in there already. I'm like, oh, what? I don't like this thing here. This thing here where it's like the stream elements, just like, I didn't realize that it was it was actually going to be a little bit annoying, just because like if chat gets busy, then it just like pops up every 20 minutes. And I didn't want that. I kind of wanted it to pop up every 45 minutes or something. It's a really steep learning curve because there's so much stuff on here. So much. But it's really cool, all the things you can do. I cannot deny that Twitch is many times superior as far as like having this customized streaming experience. I can't deny that. YouTube is working on getting close, but I don't think it's there. Nightbot. Huh? Okay. You know a bot that's good? Yeah, no, let me know. Something needs to narrow it down. It's an auto mod. That makes sense. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for, man. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Something that is just gonna do something helpful, but I can customize it to not be a dick, which I really don't want it to be. I don't want to be an asshole to anyone, unless you're spamming me. Then I'm gonna be a dick. But. Nobody here is gonna do that. Everyone here has been very, very nice. Love all the people here so far. Surface of the floor. Lines. Yeah. That's great. All that glitters. I'm really glad to hear that. I think I ran into a couple of jerks from time to time, but it was you just. I know you just have to watch out for it. Would have been modded to miss message deleted. Oh, which does make sense. I do understand the reasoning behind that. I probably would think twice about suddenly doing that. Although, I mean, it's a really good idea. Ultimately, like, you want to put links on my chat. Well, I mean, you probably have to follow me, and that's a hoop that makes sense to have to go through. Although I'm glad that you were able to share that, and then I'm also glad that you were able to that you followed, because honestly, like, let's get to 50. I'm going there. I'm doing it. I need to, you know what I also need? I need to put an overlay here so that I can actually show people where we're at as far as like how far I am from affiliate. That's something on my mind I gotta make sure I add. I haven't done it yet because I keep forgetting things and I'm just slowly adding things to it. I got this animated overlay and I was like, ooh, this is so cool. That's all I need, right? I'm having so much fun. No. I need to keep working on things, but we're getting there bit by bit. All right. We're almost there. I got like maybe 450 more words. No, 350 more words to put down. And I'll be pretty satisfied with my goal. Chatty? I use Chatty when I stream, but I don't think I like it. No, I don't know. Comes with a lot of tools like a quote system, auto moderation, reminders, and oh yeah. See, that was the other thing. I want some of the commands down. I know I don't have any. Oh really? Okay. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. What was I gonna say? That's a good review. If it's the one you recognize offhand because other people are using it, like it super makes sense. Do you stream as well, Sertari? Like, do you do like streaming doodles, or are you just kind of hanging out? No pressure on you, Sertari. I was just kind of curious. To be fair, I do kind of understand. I'm just used to. I enjoy performances. Being a performer, playing drums on stage, writing things, public speaking. I get a thrill out of it. So this is sort of why I'm doing it. So I kind of like, and I realize, like, if you have a Twitch account, you could easily just start streaming at any point in time. That sort of was the point of the thing, I thought. Did you? Wow. I mean, honestly, it sounds like you got over that, and congrats. Honestly, that's always a hard obstacle to get over. If you get like stage fright and stuff, I know people that just feel totally obliterated from that. They're just not able to get over that themselves. That's cool. That's a really good skill to have, Sertari, honestly. I wish I'd had that skill. And I'm glad that you're there as well, All That Glitters. That's It's a good place to be. It's so, like, at first it's so weird and so much of a learning curve, and there's always something more to learn, but it's really kind of simple to just, you know, do what you like to do and just talk a little bit more with people than you're probably used to, and that's it. I'm not great at conversation. That's where I always like flub myself. But I'm learning, and I've gotten some, you know, I've done improv and I've learned to improv more for myself. And now I'm just kind of figuring out, what do I want to really stream on a regular basis? That would be my niche. That would be very, very entertaining and, you know, ideally would bring money. I can't not say that I'm not trying to get to that point, but right now it's just like, get it popular. Make something that people want to watch, right? You know, that's the goal. Oh, that's a great way to do it, though. All that glitters. You keep trying until you get somewhere. Like most time, not as bad as old people, but I'm close. One who sang a nifty song, and when it started getting a lot. Oh no, Satari, that means that you should totally be working on your stuff. Honestly, when things get popular, that's the time to just kind of like let it be its thing. Let it grow. And I mean, you can also have serious situations where you're just drawing and you don't have to show anything of yourself. It's just your skill. And I would say that your skill is good. I think you have great, like, just from that 1-2 doodles that you showed me, I think you have good skill. You should be able and proud of showing your skill. And you know, people, when it gets popular, that means that other people appreciate it too. Just saying. You don't have to take it to like do a thing. I just want you to know that, like, if there's a thing inside of you that freaks out because you're like, oh my god, this is not good enough to be exciting or anything for other people, like, well, no, that's your opinion. Other people's opinion just kind of like takes over sometimes. It is. I understand that. I feel it sometimes too. But I think at some point I just realized that the best way for it to just kind of grow is to just like accept that you are willing to let it out of your hands. That's at some point I got to deal with that with the writing experience here. Like, what I'm writing, at some point I'm gonna be like rewriting it and trying to smooth it and massage it into something nice. But that's gonna be a journey. At some point I'm gonna have to say I'm done and let it go. Hopefully I'll be very happy with it when I do. When people read your stuff, all that glitters, I understand that. I think I don't know how I ignore that part of the stage fright, because it is scary to just make something and have someone else read it. At this point, it's been so long since I've focused on myself to get something written that I'm just happy to put something down on paper now. Like, so it just lost all sense of reason. Like, oh no, people. Yeah, exactly. I get it. Like, playing drums in front of people is, I mean, I'm with a band when I do such a thing, obviously, but like, it's a lot. We've been practicing for a long time and we're going through the motions, but like, we can still be fucking up and being stupid, or, you know, people might not like the music that we play, but like, at some point you ignore how other people are going to react to it. When people react to it, well, that's great. But like when you're in the moment, when you do the thing, you just ignore it. And then, and I don't know anything about TikTok, to be fair. I'm very, very not experienced with that stuff, because that is making something and then you put it out there and then you just kind of like let it live on its own to do something, to get reactions and stuff like that. And that's a different kind of like a performance where you're just letting people get there and react to it. Yes, exactly. Oh, all that glitters. That's a really accurate, like, I take, when I play drums, I take what I think is nervousness and stage fright and I just channel it. I'm like, okay, this feeling is me wanting to do a good job when I perform. So all I have to think about then is doing the things that I know make the music sound good, doing the things that I know my musicians with me understand makes this music sound good. So I just channel it. And after that, like, doing that is obviously a lot harder than it sounds. I know that people have a hard time doing it, and it's sometimes, I think that's because like sometimes you have to make a leap of faith to show that your mind and your body can handle that you are able to turn this thing that you fear into something that will help you make your art amazing, or make you proud of your art ultimately, because that's all you need to be. You just need to be happy with what you're making, and then that's it. Everyone else's opinion doesn't really matter. If it's successful, then that's great, but it's still their opinion and it's still your art. I don't know. Those are my 2 cents on it for sure. Like, be proud of the fact that you're doing your art, and I hope that you're able to share it with other people, because you should. It's something great for you to share. When you make something, it's something great to share, and I hope you're able to do that. My word count is really, really close. 9819. So I'm gonna try to push. I'm gonna try to push this. You're welcome, all that glitters. I hope that it's helpful. You know, it's a community, right? We're all trying to support each other, punch up and everything, and so that's the goal. I want us all to get to that goal for sure. Yeah. Gosh, I hope we all make money doing what we love. That is the eventual end goal. I'm with you. I was there too. I think I started writing fan fiction when I was 10 years old. I was reading stuff when I was like 9, 10, and then I got to that point where like I played a video game and I was reading about other endings for the video game, and I thought I could write something like this. And then I did it. Yeah, it's a long game. But like, you keep working at it, and you know, eventually something might just work out. Oh, that sucks. But I mean, that's still pretty cool. Honestly, like, I kind of wish I had more, like, not graphic design, maybe graphic design, but just more art skills. I'm looking at your jack-o'-lantern right now. Very good detail, I think. Ooh, those are good eyes, man. That's real creepy. Nice job. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This is a great Halloween jack-o'-lantern. Really freaky. Really good job. Nah, yeah, that's awesome. I am not surprised you won a contest for that. Not at all. Oh yeah, go for it. It was lovely meeting you too, all that glitters. I'm so thankful. I'm glad that you came to hang out, and I hope that we get to see you again, honestly. You have some good emotes, Satari. Honestly, if you wanna, yeah, I think all that glitters is pros and me are 100% willing to use your emotes, right? Yes, absolutely. Please feel free to come back and keep giving us emotes. We'll be there. Oh, those are so cute. Oh, I like those emotes too. Well, if you want to share them, no, I wouldn't either. If you want to, I'm saying if you want to share them freely here, Kurtari, that's basically like, if it helps you with that, please feel free. We will happily take yours. That's it. But I love it. Those cats are cute. Those are adorable. Good, yeah. Have a good night, all that glitters. I hope I get to see one of your streams soon, and I hope that you keep being able to come to mine. You too as well, Sartari, but I know that you're chilling out still for a bit. I'm surprised I've been streaming for over 2 hours. Wow, I'm really kind of proud of myself. Okay, I'm almost there. I'm almost at the 10,000 mark. That's where I'm aiming for. Hang on, I'm not scrolling down enough. Sorry about that. Great. If you're around from 10 p.m. to noon PST, look me up. Here's everyone. Happy creating. You too. Take care and enjoy your food, honestly. Food is always good for the soul. Have a good one, and I'll try to hang out with you tomorrow. I gotta do the following thing. I'm gonna do the following thing right after I'm done streaming here today. Excuse me. Okay, my word count is a proud 10,058. Not quite 1,000 words today, but good enough that I'm gonna call it, especially since I've been streaming for almost 3 hours, and I'm really surprised that I've been streaming that long. So like I'm gonna take my successes and call my victories where I can. So yeah, for anybody who's watching, thank you so much for watching. I am SwampDragoon. I am right now streaming every day, mostly NaNoWriMo stuff every day, but sometimes I do some Kerbal Space Program. I'm definitely doing Kerbal Space Program on Thursdays, and basically try to do a little bit more, you know, in between times, just trying to figure it out. Yeah, Sartari, thank you so much for coming to hang out the entire time. Like, it was really lovely meeting you. I look forward to seeing you again. I hope you keep doing your doodles, man. I really do. You have more emotes that you just want to, like, show off down here? Have at it, man. You feel free to show off your art here. I will always have a space for you to show that here. 100%. All right? I want you to know that. Well, like I said, thank you for coming. I'm streaming on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/SwampDragoon. I'm also on YouTube, youtube.com/@SwampSquadGaming. I am on Facebook, but I recommend you don't go to Facebook because Facebook doesn't like my streams usually. It's quite surprising that it hasn't crossed and closed today. So, you know, sometimes you get lucky. But, you know, come watch me wherever you feel comfortable. Twitch seems to be the thing that's popular, so feel free to come by. And I hope I see you tomorrow when I stream again, probably around 6 or 7 p.m. to get some more writing done. That's basically the goal, and we're going to keep doing that through the rest of November. But that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for everybody for coming to hang out, and it always makes this streaming. The streams are more interesting when there are people around to, like, enjoy it and talk to. So y'all are the ones that make the stream interesting. That's all I want to say. But thank you so much. Sartari, your doodles are awesome. Your emotes are amazing. I hope to see all of them often and often and often, again and again and again. Take care, and yeah, stay healthy, guys. I'll see you on the next stream. Goodbye.